first of all, just wanted to thank our fans. Sellout homecoming, it was a great crowd. Really appreciate that. The positives in the game, plus 2 in the turnovers. I don't believe we turned the ball over on offense, was always big. Had another big punt return, and that's been a big thing for us. The first 3 games, and it definitely was today. I think our defense did a very good job, especially in the first half. When the offense was sputtering a little bit early, you gave us a short field right down there, and I thought that was a big factor in the game. We had some big plays in the passing game. The one right before halftime. I think that was one of those things that gave us a little breathing room on that. But overall, extremely happy that we won. We're 4-0. We played some good teams, and I think we're in a good spot now, and we're fixed to enter, the grind.
Questions?
Gus, early on in each half, you struggled on third downs again. I think you combined 1 of 7.
Well, yeah, I think up to this point, I think we were doing real well on third downs. It was one of the best in the country until this game, and we didn't do a very good job today. And I really felt like the first half, that was really the big negative. And the second half got a little bit better, but obviously, that needs to be a point of emphasis. We've been pretty good on third down, up to this game.
Are you satisfied with the execution of the offensive line, the run game today?
We rushed for quite a few yards. Once we see the film and all that, we'll see, as far as that, but we did have some good rushing yards.
How tough was it? You had to shuffle some guys around when Patrick Miller went out.
Yeah, anytime you lose guys and you move people around, but the good thing is we do have some guys with experience that has played before, and in practice we mixed and match, before, and so shouldn't be too much of a shock to our system.
Best for Quan, that's one of the best games of his career, certainly receiving punt return as well. Just what's your reaction? You see a senior who's been through as much as he's been through.
Yeah, we talk before the season about seniors, and this is their year, and we ask our seniors to play the best they've ever played before, and he really has been raising his level. A game like this, he really made some impact plays to help us win. I believe 3 touchdowns, 2 through the air, and then the big punt return. So very happy for him, and he's definitely raising his level.
How are Pat, Casanova, and Chris?
I'm not real for sure. We'll get them checked out, and we'll know a little bit more.
How tough was that first half where you had 4 or 5 just go out and have to go to the locker room? It seemed like everyone's.
Yeah, we've been pretty fortunate up to this point, and there was a stretch. There was quite a few guys that were going to the locker room and all that. It's the season's a grind, so hopefully those guys will be okay.
Gus, how much do you have to continue to improve to deal with, as you called it, the grind that's coming up?
Well, that's the critical component each week to improve. We don't want to peak yet. You see every year there's teams that peak, and then they start going like that. We still want to continue to go up. Obviously, we have a very tough game. Next week we are at home, and so we just need to keep improving. We are 4-0 though, and so that's a good thing.
How do you feel about the 300th win at Jordan Hare? Is that important to y'all going into this game?
Yeah, that's definitely big. There's no doubt. Being homecoming is another big thing. Having a sellout, that's a very big deal. Our players appreciate that, and our coaches do too.
On a long touchdown from Nick to Quan when he reverses course. When you're watching that as a coach, is the plan there basically to turn upfield and hope for receiver to get something like that?
You talking about the last touchdown?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just it was a scramble situation. You have timing of your plays, and when things break down, you have scramble rules. And so our guys were just trying to get open, and Nick ad-libbed right there, blew the ball up. Quan high pointed the ball, in traffic, just made one of those impact plays. It was a couple. I think Duke had a pretty good catch too.
What do you think when the ball's in the air for you?
Just wait for it to come down. Yeah, I know what you were thinking. Just hope he catches.
What did you think of Nick overall?
I thought he did a good job. He ran the football, ran our offense, made some good throws. And he bought some time. There was a couple times when things broke down. He bought himself some time and made a play. I think one of them was a big scramble play in the first half. It was a big play in the game too.
Specifically in the passing, specifically in the passing game, were you pleased with his decision making?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. We didn't turn the ball over. I think that's the big thing. And he threw a couple touchdown passes. What was it? 3 touchdown passes. So pretty pleased.
Was it good to get your backup linebacker so much playing time in case you need him?
They got a lot of playing time, there's no doubt. That's the positive. There's a lot of young guys out there. They got a chance to play and do their thing, and that'll help us, depth-wise, moving forward.
Gus, what do you think the key was to your defensive line's push, especially in the first half? They seem to be getting upfield a lot.
We were playing in their backfield. That was good. We batted a couple balls down. I thought that was big. Montravius had a big impact play when he tipped it and caught it and almost took it to the house. You can see him, and he can really run. He's a good athlete. But, our D-line really set the tone playing in their backfield early.
How about Montravius coming back after that injury, getting that fumble recovery?
Yeah. I mean, he's an impact player. There's no doubt. And athletic. He made a great catch and run on that one, and he got the fumble.
Anything else?
Coach, you said there were some things you were gonna work on. You had a couple extra days after the Thursday night game. You feel like the guys executed those things?
There were some that we did. I mean, obviously, when you big picture, on the sideline, there's a couple breakdowns, but we'll get a chance to look at the film. But overall, I mean, when you beat a team like that, you're pleased. I'll go back to this. We're 4-0, and I think if you look at our schedule, we played some pretty good teams. Now at the time, maybe no one knew that, but we played some pretty good teams, and so I think we're in a good spot. We just gotta keep improving. We did that last year, and that's hard to do. Very few teams can do that. That's our challenge. We gotta figure out a way to get better each week.
I guess does anything that Duke does anymore surprise you? Because we've heard throughout whenever he's been here that he makes catches like he did today pretty routine. So with you, is that kind of like business as usual? Aside maybe from the deflection, I guess.
Yeah, he just has a special gift. He knows how to catch the ball and how to point it. So no, it didn't surprise me.
Anything else? All right, Coach.
Thank you.